Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited for today's video because we are playing around with the newest release from Huda Beauty, the Icy Nude Collection. So there's the last big palette release, as well as a couple other items that I picked up. We play around, we swatch, we see what everything does in this collection that I picked out. But you guys, before we jump into it, if you're new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below, hit the bell for notifications for new videos, and if you like this video, make sure to get a big thumbs up. But if you want to see how I got this look using the new Icy Nude Collection from Huda Beauty, just keep watching. Okay, I have been waiting so long to play around with this collection. It's the new release from Huda Beauty, the Icy Nude. I'm so excited for this. The color story is beautiful. I saw it in store when I went to Sephora in Krakow, and when it arrived, I was just so excited, but I didn't have an opportunity to play around with it. So it's been sitting, and I was like, oh, I really need to play around with this. I cannot wait to swatch this. The shimmers look mesmerizing. Let me go ahead and swatch this. We'll see what the shades look like. We'll dive in, play around, see what we can come up with. Okay, you guys, the swatches don't always tell the entire story, and I really hope they perform better than some of them swatched. The shades are pretty, but I had a couple that just disappeared, and I think I actually swatched over one that I thought I did. I accidentally swatched over this shade Cold Plunge because it disappeared into my skin, and I went over it with IDGAF, if you know what that acronym means. I just realized, and I was like, oh no, because that shade just is so light that on my skin it disappeared. Granted, I do have two shades. What is it? Lavish and First Class. They're kind of in the nook of my elbow. They're fairly pale as well, so they just kind of disappeared and melted into my skin tone as well. But those are good shades for in the crease and the outer V to just kind of give some blendability. Now, the shade Aurora is really pretty rose gold type of pink with, it looks like silver glitter. This shade Iced Out, beautiful. I love the iridescence of the purple and pink. That would be a really pretty like top coat just to shift a color. If maybe you want the shimmer and the glitter, but you want kind of an iridescence, that would be a fun one. And then the shade Bling, it's like a pressed glitter, but if I didn't put shadow primer down, I also didn't do glitter glue, I feel like that on my eye would either just dust off or requires one of those things to just make it stick a little bit. That's just my preference. We'll see how it plays around if I decide to use that shade. But then the shade Diamond Dew, gorgeous. That one and VVS, so beautiful. Kind of like the crushed pearl consistency of some of our previous palettes. So I'm really excited to play around with those. The darker mattes definitely swatched really nicely, but the lighter shades just kind of disappeared. So let me go ahead, prime my eyes, and we will dive into this because I'm excited to play around. Okay, you guys, I think I have a way forward. I'm gonna go into the shade High Life. This one I'm gonna pick up on my fluffy crease brush. I'm gonna put it into the crease and parts of the outer V. Now, there's a lot of videos that are talking about this is her last palette. No, what she said is this is her last large palette. So I get it, like people want clickbait or whatever, it's fine. But you have to, like I was listening to her own video and watching it, and she was talking about last large palette. So I'm thinking there's gonna be, what is it? It's not the quads, it's the 9 pans. I feel like there's gonna be more of those because then she can focus on, you know, maybe release 3 of them like she's done in the past with other palette collections. And then you can, like, what is it? The nudes. She did like the light nudes, medium nudes, deep nudes. I bought all of them because I like to mix them up and whatever. Do I think that could have been its own palette? Absolutely. But I do also like being able to just grab 2 of the 9 pans, take them with me, and not have to take up a lot of room because they stack, vice my large palette takes up all the room in my makeup bag. All right, now into the shade Unapologetic. Also, fluffy crease brush. I'm gonna place this before I start to deepen it up and drop it down a little bit in the crease. You guys, I also had to be careful when I did the swatches. We just went to Cologne. So it's spelled like cologne, but it's Koln, K-O-L-N. and we went there for the Christmas market. Well, the girls I was with, we had passed a tattoo shop. One of them was like, we should all get matching tattoos. So we did. But because we were there for the winter market, we decided to get a snowflake, and we each got the same thing. Well, we all put it in similar places, like on our arms. One person put it on their leg. But I was not thinking about the fact that I still swatch. And I just finally took the bandage off today. I was like, I've got to adjust where I swatch. So my swatches are a little like not where they're normally at, but it's fine. Everything's fine. All right, so it deepened up a little bit. I want to dip into the shade Faux Fur. This one, I think I'm going to pick up on my compacted smudge brush to kind of have a deeper like payoff. But I don't think I want to do She Rich because I think that's too deep. So I just dipped in slightly. Just going to place it, and then I might use the fluffy crease brush to blend it out. But it wasn't until I was going to do the swatches that I was like, oh. All right, so I don't have any additional product on here, but I'm going to, on the edges, pull this out a little bit and then kind of blur it. Because I don't want it too smoky and too intense. It didn't really do what I wanted it to. But we had a great time at the winter market. It was packed because it was the only one open in Germany. The one close to us opens today? I think it opens today actually. So I think we're gonna go there for Thanksgiving. By the time you guys see this, it might be a little bit later than Thanksgiving. I have some stuff that I had recorded, but then I went on some trips and was able to vlog. So some things are just kind of adjusted in my schedule right now. But I really wanted to play around with this and just kind of catch you guys up on what's going on. There is a little slight delay in what I've done and talked about, and things have been chaotic here. Just making sure everything's running smoothly. All right, deepened up a little bit, but we still have that pinkiness coming through. I really like this. With the exception of like this grayer shade, I could probably do the other two for work. I'm gonna go into the shade Diamond Dew. This one, I think I'm gonna pick up on my ring finger, or on my middle finger, because I think I'm gonna use the shade Iced Out. Ooh, nice and crumbly and shimmery. It's very icy and silvery. For work, I'd probably use like VVS because it's kind of like more champagne gold. And then into the shade Iced Out. This one has that purple pink iridescence. Ooh, that's gonna be pretty. Oh, look how it shifts that right there. That is beautiful. Oh, I love that. I don't know if it's doing it justice. Okay, I did most of my base products, but I do have one of the blush filters. This is the lighter shade. I got it in Latte, and I saw this and I was like, blush? Do they mean bronzer? But I figured I would try it out. I do like the other blush filter shades that I have. I picked up all 5 of the ones when they first released. There is a deeper shade that I was like, it might be too dark, but let me try this one out first and then see. So I've done everything else. Anything that I didn't discuss on camera will be linked down below. We're just gonna go with one side for right now and see. So with my other shades, this is about the amount that I put on, and then I'll put like the lighter shade. But I want to see how this looks before I decide to toss in another color. And this may be too dark. But I was very intrigued. I was like, that shade, like, what undertones does it have? And then, see, okay, this has a really pretty flush. It's not super brown. It has like a rosy shade that, like, I like this. I really like this. And there's part of me that's like, do I need to pick up the other one? That's really pretty. I may or may not have gone too far forward, but I do have my sponge that has my concealer on it, so I can just touch up the edges and kind of like push it back in where it needs to go and just tighten it up. Also, if it looks too dark right now, I do still have to do powder, so we'll see. Okay, that's really pretty. So with blush, without. Y'all have to let me know your thoughts. Is that too much? Maybe, who knows? Just depends on preference. Do you like blush? Are you just kind of like friends with it? Or are you in love with it? All right, I do have my setting powder, of course, Huda Beauty, the shade Pound Cake. I'm gonna go ahead and set my face so you guys can see like what it looks like once I powder right away. This is also mostly a full face of Huda Beauty. So now that it's powdered, it's a little bit more like subdued and just has some rosiness to it. So honestly, I could probably go a little bit deeper just to have it push through the powder. But for work, this would be perfect. I was kind of nervous about the shade Latte. When I saw it, I was like, is that gonna look right? I do also have the face gloss. This I'm like, do I put it on top of powder? And you guys, can we talk about this? Like, I know this is not the first one she's put out where it looks like this. Why does it look like a specimen petri dish? Like, why? I've always been nervous to like pick this up and try it out. All right, here we go. Okay, so it's got some of that pinkiness to it. Like, is this the highlighter? I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. I mean, I can see the pinkiness, but like, is this supposed to be a blush? Is it like a highlighter? Like, I don't know how I feel about this. I think I'd just rather like a highlighter. I think I'm gonna leave it there for right now because I don't know what else to do with that. Like, I mean, it gives a really pretty flush on top of like the deeper tone of Latte. Thoughts? Do I go and set this with powder now, or is it just gonna like, I don't know how I feel about it. There's a reason I haven't purchased it in the past, and I was like, let me try it this time. I don't know. All right, let's go ahead and finish off this eye. I really like how my eyes look right now. I do want to deepen this up a little bit, but let's see what we can do with the under eye first. All right, going into the shade High Life first. Tiny compacted smudge brush. You guys, I'm not sure how I feel about this face gloss thing. All right, this is gonna go the entire length of the under eye. I'm just patting it into place right now. I'm really liking that like grayish pink shade. Now into the shade Unapologetic. It's right here. And then Faux Fur. This one I'm just popping in the outer corner. I'm gonna take my larger compacted smudge brush and deepen up the outer corner on the edge right here. Okay, you guys. I like how that's kind of like smokied up a little bit. All right, I need to go do brows, liner, mascara. I'll be back for lips because I do have picked up the Urban Decay lip liner, and then I also have the faux filler. So I'm excited to try this out. So I'm gonna go do that and I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, I did go ahead and line my lips. I've used the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Lip Pencil in the shade Liar. It kind of has a cool tone to it, but I figured using the, what is it, Faux Filler lip gloss from Huda Beauty, and this is more of a pinky tone, it might change the shade of it a little bit. But this is the shade that I've been gravitating towards. The Wherever Walnut from Makeup Forever is one of my favorites. So I got mine in the shade She Flirty. This isn't the palest pink. I think this is the middle shade, and there's one that's a little bit deeper, but I haven't used any of these before. And it does have a very interesting doe foot, like triangular shape. It is very glittery. Like if you do too much, it kind of looks like a milky shade. I don't know how I feel about that. But I also didn't fill my lip liner all the way to the center. So it kind of gave it like a ombre effect towards the center, which I appreciate and like. I think maybe in the future I would just on the edge a little bit and feather it. That way there's more of an ombre effect. But my lips look super juicy and very smooth. The glitter is not like super chunky. I hate when I put on a lip gloss, it's got glitter and then it's like gritty. That's not what I'm feeling with this, and I really like this. I'm also testing to see, do you ever, like, when you put lip gloss on, have like the little tentacles? I hate that. It's the worst. But you guys, this is the final look. You're gonna have to let me know your thoughts on this. The palette, I really like how my eyes turned out. The Icy Nude palette, the color story is really pretty. I feel like I can get a lot of use out of this. I can use it for work. I can deepen it up on the weekends or after work. I can play around with iced out after work and, you know, when I don't have to wear my uniform. But the other shades I feel like I'm gonna get some good use out of. I do want to play around with these lighter tones and see. I know when I swatched them, they didn't pop out just as much as the deeper tones, but that doesn't mean I can't build them up. Swatches don't mean everything. So I'm interested to play around with this and see like what my favorites are, because I do keep Rose Quartz with me. That one is the only Huda Beauty palette that I brought with me, and it has some of my favorite shades in it for work. So I'm wondering if I can find some in here that I'm really gravitating towards and play around with those. But let me know, are you picking this up? Are you passing on it? Is it just not your color story? It is fairly neutral, and if neutrals aren't your thing, then this might not be the palette for you. But I was excited to see this. I wanted to play around with it, especially when she said it's her last big palette. I knew I wanted to add it to my collection because I do enjoy her larger palettes. But I'm excited to see what she's going to release in the future as far as eyeshadows are concerned. The face gloss for me, this is a pass. Like, it's pretty. I don't know if it's my favorite. Like, the pinky tone is interesting. Maybe if I was doing it as like a blush and then setting it with setting powder, because like my skin still feels like tacky right now. That's not a fun feeling for me because my face is oily. So later on it could start to feel like grease ballish. I don't know, that's just my thoughts. Let me know, have you guys tried these out before? This is the first one I've ever picked up. I know this is not the first one she's ever released. I was intrigued. I was like, you know what, maybe I should. I don't know. I'm gonna keep playing around with it. I'll try it out. I'm gonna see, like, maybe I can make it work as just a blush and not like gloss highlighter topper thing. I don't know. Let's see. The blush filter, this shade Latte. I was surprised. I think I could probably go in a little bit deeper before I add the powder on, but I really like the blush shade and I'm kind of intrigued to pick up the other tone. I know it's deeper. I don't know if it will work, but I kind of want to pick it up. Anyone else pick them up and go, not really sure? This, when I blended it out, the packaging, when you put it in place, it's deceiving. When it's blended out, it is gorgeous. So I'm excited to play around with it with the other tones that I have in my collection. I do like to do the blush cocktails with these, so stay tuned. That might be like something I do in the future, or I'll usually link them down below, like what shades I used. And then the faux filler, I really like this. I feel like this is something I could wear to work every day and be okay with. And I'm interested to see how long this lip liner lasts. Some lip liners don't last as long as when they have lip gloss on top, so we'll see. But I've got the rest of the night to play around and see what lasts, what doesn't last, and what's gonna slip off my face before I wash my face. But you guys, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. Hit the bell for notifications of new videos. And if you like this video, make sure to hit a big thumbs up. Until my next video, you guys, bye. I'll see you in the next one.